The park is amazingly rich for biodiversity. People come to the park to see bears. They come to the park to see elk, fireflies potentially. That would be the only small thing they would be excited about seeing probably until they see it. These things are part of the food chain and the food web and what we call the web of life. So these larger things that we all come to see in the park would not exist without these smaller things.
Of course, Costa Rica's biodiversity is quite amazing, but so is the Smokies. And I think that we first knew about 8,000 species of living things in the Smokies when we started and made a decision to do an all-species inventory in the Smokies. Today, the number is somewhere around 22,000 species.
I think finding 1,100 new species to science is pretty amazing, and certainly a surprise for, I think, the people who started the project. You can't really effectively protect things without even knowing about them. And so in any circumstance, the more information you have, the better off you are to make decisions about that circumstance. And we know some bumblebees that have disappeared from the park, so we need to know about why that's happening. So if we have a pollinator that is pollinating a rare plant and that pollinator starts to decline or disappear, then what happens? Is there an intervention that can happen? What can we do? If we don't know that, if we don't study it and we don't know that's happening, then things just disappear and we never even notice it.
I remember once we actually put a warning out to our employees not to overexert themselves because it was unsafe to breathe the air. The things have gotten much better because of this monitoring program and the inventorying program. So this is sort of a fundamental thing we're supposed to do in national parks, right? And that is to make sure the public is safe and that resources are protected. And if we don't have people monitoring resources, and if we don't have the laws in place and the policies in place to make sure those resources are protected, we're going to go back to the way it was in '97. Visibility is poor, where acid rain is higher. We don't want to do that. We've made too much progress.
We are part of biodiversity, every single human being. And so if we're protecting biodiversity, we're helping ourselves, we're protecting ourselves. So I think, just the tragedy of things disappearing is something we have to address straight on.
The American public that cares about these parks needs to understand that these parks are not a given. They don't exist for their own sake. They're the manifestation of civic efforts and civil service. And so the only way that they will survive is if people are engaged in the process. So use the power of the purse, use the power of the ballot box, use the power of your voice to really make a difference in letting folks know where you stand on this effort and supporting your local park accordingly.